Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Nuzulus Sakinah. My student ID is 2520017. In this video, I will explain the material about politeness. Okay, check it out. From the first, I will show you about the content this material. The first is definition of politeness. The second is theory of politeness. And the third is strategy of politeness. The first is definition of politeness. What is politeness? Do you know about politeness? Yay! Politeness is a crucial aspect of social life and culture. It is much more than a set of edges and norms that one ought to say in particular situation. Instead, politeness may also affect the manner of speaking, the tone of voice, social distance, and body language. According to Brown and Levinson, politeness is the way to convey the utterance as polite as possible, which in this case is needed to minimize conflict with others. Politeness, in this sense, subsumes notions such as good manners, social etiquette, and social graces. For example, parents teaching their children to say, please, excuse me, and then sorry as a sign of course. The next slide is politeness theory. In their theory, Brown and Levinson attempt to specify the various ways in which people use language in the service of face management. Face means the public self-image of a person. It refers to that emotional and social sense of self that everyone has and expects everyone else to recognize. Brown and Levinson introduced the notion of face in order to illustrate politeness in the broad sense. That is to say, all interactions have an interest in maintaining two types of face during interaction. First is positive face and second is negative face. First is positive face. Positive face is a positive image that people have of themselves and a desire for approval and appreciated by others. For example, if we want to be expected in a community, we must be polite and respectful of others. Therefore, the need to use a positive face is need to connect with others. The second is negative face. Negative face refers to the basic human demands of the personal part and the right to be freedom to engage in various courses of action. For example, promise. I promise I will come by tomorrow. The speaker states a future action in which the hearer should be involved. Okay. The next material is strategy of politeness. Do you know how many strategies of politeness there are? Yes, there are 4 strategies. Brown and Levinson categorize politeness into 4 strategies. Number 1 is built on record politeness strategy. Number 2 is positive politeness strategy. Number 3 is negative politeness strategy. And the last is off-record politeness strategy. Number 1 is built on record politeness strategy. The speaker carries out this strategy by not making any efforts to reduce the impact of threatening. This strategy is most often utilized in situations where the speaker has a close relationship with the listener, such as a family or close friend. For example, a friend who orders to another friend, bring me my pen. Or an older brother who orders his younger brother. Example, turn off the lamp. And number 2 is positive politeness strategy. Positive politeness strategy to show effort that we want to be close to the person. It can be accomplished with various ways, such as jokes and familiar address terms. For example, number 1, exaggerate interest. Your dress is very beautiful. Number 2 is avoid disagreement. The idea I was conveying is almost the same as yours. Number 3 is negative politeness strategy. Negative politeness strategy. Speakers use this strategy to show respect. So, the speaker does not emphasize the interlocutor. For example, giving deference. Sorry, sir. Do you mean if I close the window? Be conventionally indirect. Please close the door. And then the last strategy is off-record politeness strategy. This strategy is realized, disguised, and does not describe a clear communicative intent. It contains ambiguity as there is more than one interpretation of the utterance. For example, number 1 is using irony. You always come on time, don't you? Number 2 is using metaphors. Wow, you are like a horse. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you for watching my video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.